Samantha.
Hi, Gary.
Welcome to the hub.
Nice being here.
Nice having you. Tonight I want to speak to you on the topic, edges. People losing their edges because I notice a lot of women these days are losing their edges, and based on my little knowledge, I think it's called traction alopecia.
Oh, that's good. You're doing your research.
Okay,
That's
nice.
It. Yeah.
All right. So as somebody who has been in the business for a while, with your expertise, and I would like to ask your expert advice as to how they can regrow, keep their edges, and if there's such thing as a reversal or something like that. So I hand over the floor to you, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, Gary, I am so excited to be on the hub today to discuss this topic because more and more females have been losing their edges due to traction alopecia. They have been losing it for other reasons, but traction alopecia is the main reason. And traction alopecia is an alopecia where, because of the tension that has been placed on the edges, it causes the hairline to recede over time. And sometimes that even lead to scarring alopecia. Scarring alopecia is when the cells are scarred, the hair will never regrow. But most people have not reached that stage, especially if they're just starting to lose the edges. Alopecia has begun from even when we were children. You know, those tight little ponytail styles our parents did on our hair, especially as African Americans, as you know, from the black race. We tend to have a lot of bands, a lot of weaves, a lot of cornrow styles that are putting a lot of tension on the edges. And some person will tell you, oh, I don't know myself with edges. My edges have always been this way. But the truth is, your mama damaged it from you were younger.
Wow.
Yeah, so that actually happened. But for a person that lost the edges during adulthood, chances are it is from tight braids.
Yes, we are in the background when it's very noisy. Our
It's very
neighbors are
distracting.
making a noise. Continue.
It's very distracting.
Continue, doctor.
Right, so it as a result of tight braids, bonded hairstyles, and also ponytails. There are so many different hairstyles that we do that put a lot of tension on the styles, and it has been so much, you know, acceptable in our culture, and it has been somewhat of the norm to do these tight braids and tight styles that it's like you would feel uncomfortable to say to your style is this and this one is too tight or it's been done a little bit too tight. Hey, you know, so I think the more persons are aware of this issue, then and also educated about this issue, then we'll start seeing a reversal where that is concerned.
So, if I may ask a question, how do you know that a style is too tight? Is there any signs or symptoms where you can say,
Sure.
hey, this is too tight, my scalp is crying out, whatever?
Sure, if while you're doing the cell or afterwards you can't move like this, you can't move your brows, you see it pulling, you see swelling areas around the hairline, also you see little bumps, little red marks, you see the hair pulling back too much. If you have to go home and take a pain tablet or some pain medicine for it, it is too tight. A lot of persons already knew that. Sorry guys about the noisy background, like he said, you know, our neighbors are really loud. But I hope that you're getting value from this video, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Give us subscribe to Gary's new channel. I'm really endorsing it. You're doing a good job, Gary.
Thank you. All right. So, is there any reversal or I don't know any expert tips as to how to regrow or revert what they need to stop doing or what they need to do or
Certainly there are, and I'm happy that you asked. So the first thing they need to stop doing is doing those styles that cause the alopecia. Anything that's tight, anything, whether you're putting glue or even your wigs that you wear that are non-bond, like the hair bands that are on it put tension on the hairline, and over time that hairline, that follicles become so suppressed that you lose the hair over time. Even your satin bonnet can be an issue. So if you have those satin bonnets that has the rubber band on the inside, try to wear it on the reverse side and try not to wear it on your edges. Try to pull it towards your forehead, or it's always best to sleep with a satin pillowcase, or you know, try not to tie your scarf too tight around your edges. Try to tie it towards your forehead or just over your eyebrows, you know, and that will help to prevent traction alopecia. So the first thing you need to do, stop doing those things, because even if you're using these treatments that I'm going to recommend to you now and you have not stopped the practice that has been depleting your hairline, that have been receding your hairline, it's not going to work, and it's going to continue until, God forbid, your cells become dormant, your follicles become dormant, and the hair just stops grow. And God forbid, if it becomes scarred, there's no way apart from getting a hair transplant that you can regrow the hair from those follicles. So you want to stop the practice immediately, and the next thing you want to do is try to resuscitate your hair. Like, for example, you want to do protein treatments, you want to do oils that really feed your follicles, like rosemary oil is as effective as 2% of minoxidil. And if you don't know what minoxidil is, it is basically a hair growth treatment that we use for hair loss. And rosemary is a natural remedy. Also, saw palmetto is excellent for stimulating hair growth. It blocks DHT, which is great, and that will just help your hair to go back really quickly. You have pumpkin seed oil. There is black Jamaican castor oil that is awesome as well. But like I said, if you haven't stopped the practice, no matter what you're using on those edges, it will not come back. And another thing that you need to know, you may start using these oils and using these treatments and expect to see result by the end of the week or a month time. It won't happen like that. Some persons will have hair growing back quickly based on your hair growth rate, but it takes up to 4 months for hair to regenerate in the follicle. So you want to be patient with yourself, but don't lose heart. Just keep doing it, massaging your product in the scalp, because massaging the scalp is just bringing blood flow to the follicles, and that in turn will, enable the growth of the hair. So you want to do regular scalp massages. You want to do treatments to prevent breakage and no tension at all. I cannot overemphasize the importance of not using too much tension on your natural hair. And that's basically it.
Okay. All right. So you have any DIY tips you want to share or what?
Right. So that's going to be his activity. I'm going to share with him off camera a DIY tip that he can use together to make, a little oil concoction that you can try at home to use on your edges that have been working for my clients. Steven. That's our videographer today coming to advise us that the video is fun. This is going to be a hilarious video.
All right.
Anyway, guys, so Gary is going to show you how to make that oil concoction. All right.
Thank you for stopping by, Doctor. Nice having you. And stay tuned for that DIY video to help you regrow those hedges.